Greetings, Iain from RTL here. Welcome to a new album review as we do on a Friday, and today we have got the new Jethro Tull album that came out on the 21st of April. It's been out a few weeks, but a catch up of all new albums, and it's the follow up to the Gene that came out last year, and it's actually the shortest gap between Jethro Tull albums since 1980. So we have the biggest gap between JethroTull.com and the Gene, and then we got the shortest since 1980. So in the band at the moment are, of course, Ian Anderson, Dave Goodyear, who plays the bass, John O'Hara, who's been around for a little while on pianos and keyboards, Scott Hammond on the drums, and Joe Parrish James on guitars, mandolin and acoustic guitars. So the first track on here is called Voluspo. Lovely start to this. Ian's flute playing is still terrific. His voice has changed a lot, as we know, and he's more talking now than singing, but it sounds okay. It's really good. It's a nice guitar riff in this as well. Really strong track. I do like that one. Then we got a track now. I've got to get this saying. I think it's called Ginnungagap. Start again, Ian. Ginnungagap. There we go. It's again the flute playing for me, and it's terrific. What I say about the singing in here, it is very traditional sort of Jethro Tull, but with Ian's deeper voice. And you know, they've toned everything down now. He cannot sing like he did, obviously, Aqualung and that. But it's a really nice song. I like that track a lot. Then we get Allfather, a pleasanter track. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got some nice flute on it. The vocal is a little bit weak for me. He struggled a little bit, and it doesn't spoil the song, but I think his vocal does struggle. Just like the next one, the Feathered Consort. Lovely tune. It's just got that lovely folky feel that you get with Jethro Tull, and Ian's vocal doesn't shine on this. I think this would have been better as just an acoustic track, in my opinion. Then we get my favourite track on here. This is called Unchained. This has got lots of elements of classic Jethro Tull. Even Ian's vocal sounds good on this. It's just a really good track. Great flute again, with that lots of talking down the flute sort of thing that Ian's renowned for. Super track. I really like that one. Then we get the perfect one. This is a really nice gentle folk song. Ian's on fire on the flute. The guitar riffs are good. He's still an excellent flautist, without a doubt. His voice may be floundering a little bit, but the playing on the flute is still as strong. Then we get a little track called Trickster, and in brackets, and the Mistletoe. I love the percussion on this. It's Celtic-y drums. I love it when Jethro Tull do these sort of tracks. It's a mixture of traditional folk with folk instruments and a little bit of rock thrown in all around it. And it's a great track. Second favourite track on the album, actually. Then we get Cornucopia. Wish he wouldn't have these tracks. I struggle. Cornucopia. There we go. Not keen on this one. I think this is a little bit of a filler track for me. His vocals are not very strong on that one. Then we get the Navigators. Very good track. Even the vocal sounds pretty good. I like that track. Guardian's Watch. again, it's just solid Jethro Tull music. Flute, great guitar, even Iain's vocal sound alright. Then we get this thing called Ithavoll. Now, at the beginning of the first track, Voluspo, you've got this female voice. Now, it's not been credited on this album. I don't know who she is, but it really is nice. I've looked everywhere. If you know who it is, please put it in the comments below and who she is. But it's wonderful, and it's the heavy breathing in the flute as well that really adds to this track. What a great track to end the album. Okay, I wasn't expecting this album out as quick after Zealot Dream. I don't know if they recorded all the tracks at the same time, I'm not quite sure. But I think this is a lot better than the Zealot Dream. I enjoyed that album, but this is a lot better. I think the songs are a lot better on here. I think they're better structured, as much as I like the others. And I think they've got... Iain's voice sounds a lot better on the whole. Although he does struggle on a couple of songs, I think his voice is a lot better on this. He's adapted more. And this sounds more like a Jethro Tull album to me, as much as I like the Zealot Gene. But there's going to be fans out there, so he doesn't sound like what he did in 1970. Of course he's not. But Iain's flute playing is good. And just like last year, I think this will feature in my top 20 at the end of the year. Really enjoy this album. I've been playing it quite a lot. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 9 out of 10. So look out for a tier ranking of Jethro Tull in the near future, folks. So I can pop these two albums into the tier ranking. Okay, that's all for this week, because tomorrow we have got a coronation, a bit of history here in the UK. So I'll be busy watching that and joining in celebrations in various watering holes. So if you're watching the coronation, great. If you're going to the coronation, let me know, and we'll have to talk about that next week. So I'll be back on Monday, and we're going to start Monday off with a little bit of a tribute to Mark Sheehan from the script, who sadly passed away a couple of weeks ago. It was down to be done and ready to do the script, but we've put it in just to pay a little tribute to a really good guitarist. And then classic album next week. We've got a classic album from the 60s. It's one that gets forgotten about, and it is a great album, and it is the music from the Big Pink, from the band The Band. So have a good weekend, everybody, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye for now.